Huh.
Where do those pop up at?
In Discord.
Yeah,
It should be like a little thing at the top left that has like a red badge number telling you that you got a message.
I see it. All right, cool. Go back. And then how do I select it in this? Remember, I have
you're gonna pick your bonus character and you're gonna rotate your bonus character, and you rotate using the Q and E keys.
Okay. All right, so I rotated my bonus character.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that's it. You've picked your character. So now you want to look at your character card, and the points that you get, those are the points that you need to get.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain a couple things, just very general, so that nobody can deduce who you are. So the loot is here, the artifact is here, evidence can be manufactured here, the biosamples are here, the X secret is also manufactured here. Okay. You can manufacture nanomeds there. The antimatter's here. You can arm the antimatter by removing it from magnetic containment. But in order to do that, you have to get through this lock, which requires command. The commander currently has command, but if the jammers turn off, other characters can have command. And I'll discuss that at some point. Let me see what else. So there are a certain number of people in the chain of command. The commander's in the chain of command. Anyone with this badge. So there are 4 characters in the chain of command right now. Once a character in the chain of command dies, it goes to the next character, but that's not really important right now. What else? If there are fire bombs that can be manufactured here, and you care about if you care about fire, that's a thing you want to concern yourself with. Also, if you damage the fuel cells, that will also cause things to explode and catch on fire. If you want to survive, you need to either get this dive suit or get in these pods and launch, and you can only launch an abandoned ship. An abandoned ship needs to be triggered by somebody with command here, or by knocking the station into blackout, which requires damaging 2 rooms with these lightning bolts, triggering abandoned ship. You can also use this dive suit. If you grab this dive suit and also grab a helmet, you can go EVA and body surf back to the mesosphere. That was a lot, I understand, but those are roughly what you should be thinking about for your different victory conditions. I can give you a little more tips in a message if you feel like you need it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And put turns on.
Yes.
Okay. So ready to go?
Yep.
I'm going to suborn the commander with 2 cubes.
Okay, everybody find the commander compromat.
So I'll take 1 move here, free pick up the compromat here.
All right. So one action that is I'm going to go a little slower than that. So the commander started here. As an action, the commander moved to this section. So a movement is 1 action. And then the commander did a free pickup action. So pickup is an action that you can do. You can pick up once for free. Any subsequent pickup action costs an action to do. So if they wanted to pick up 2 things, it would take, one would be a free action, the other one would cost an action. And then the commander moved to the rear hub as their second action. So 1 action to move to here, free pickup action, 1 action to move to there. And that's your turn.
Nice.
So I use inspector. I suborn inspector, which is here. So I have 2 actions.
So the inspector, for 1 action, moved into the chem lab.
For free, I take compromise.
Picked compromat for free, though the inspector doesn't even need to do that because the inspector can uncover compromat from an adjacent section. They can't do a free pickup from an adjacent section. That would cost an action. But so every character has these abilities, right? So if you activate a character, you have access to those abilities. So for example, the commander cannot be jacked, and her compromat token instead moves all conspiracy cubes to the betrayal box. The inspector, they can uncover compromat or manufacture data from an adjacent section, meaning that if they wanted to grab the X secret data from this room, they can. They don't have to be in this room to do it. And they also perform command actions in the bridge and may jack items as though they have a gun. So you can perform command action. In order to perform actions in the bridge, which are these 3 right here, you have to have command or be the inspector or have jammers off and be a hacker. So that is the inspector's abilities, and other characters have other abilities that I will discuss as they get relevant.
Alright.
I move second time.
All right, so two movements and a free pickup. It's not uncommon to pick up compromat on your first turn. As you see here in this player aid, that'll tell you what you should be considering on your first turn.
Okay.
All right, Samuel's next.
The stranger. I'm suborning the stranger with 2 cubes. And activating the stranger. Pick up the weapon. That's the free action. And now the first cost action, so to speak, is move there. And the second one is move to the rear hub.
All right. So one thing to note, you have a carry limit of 3 with every character except the monkey. The monkey has a carry limit of 4.
Okay.
They're carrying things with their feet.
Nice. Okay, so I am going to... Let me look at these cards over here real quick again.
Right. So let me. I can give you a couple. Here, if you want, just really quick, I can. We can go into another room, and I can give you a couple brief strategy tips. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, damn it. No, it doesn't matter.
Whoops.
All right, Zach, you need to click on gaming room 2.
Yeah, I was trying to scroll down and see it, and I can't see it. There we go. Why won't it let me join it? Oh, there we go. That's why. So I had to click.
We can make some secret team.
Okay, we'll all make fire bombs and destroy everything.
So I am going to. Okay. So I will put one cube on the troubleshooter, and they already have a weapon.
They do already have a weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
So note, if you plan on killing anyone, if you are in a lit section and the cameras are on, and you kill somebody, you become a suspect.
Okay.
Right?
If you kill a human, not the robot.
If you kill a human, yes, my apologies. If you kill a human, you become a suspect, and if somebody sends the evidence to the authorities, you become guilty. If your character cares about guilt, which is all characters except test subject and the engineer, then you cannot win the game.
Got it.
Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
What is lit versus unlit?
So the rooms that have a black background, like a dark background like this, those are dark sections. The rooms that aren't dark are lit sections.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
And put your disk to troubleshooter.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you. So it's one action to move.
And you can manufacture biosamples here, you can manufacture firebombs here, you can manufacture nanomeds here. All of these little boxes that have arrows, that tells you what you can manufacture in that location. And any room that has like purple text, that room has a special ability, and you can find that special ability here. I know it's terrible. We are currently working on redoing this map so that all of that information is included in the room.
Okay, so can the troubleshooter kill somebody? I just want to move him down to here and kill.
The troubleshooter can absolutely kill somebody, but they will become, but you will become a suspect if you do.
Okay. You can kill medical bot without problems. It matters
okay, I will let later Zach worry about guilt, and I want to kill the commander.
Okay, so you have decided to kill the commander, and the commander is now dead. DD dead.
Maybe we should have our discs in there.
And you have now become a suspect because the cameras are on and the.
And we move the command.
And the command now moves to the next in command, which is the engineer.
Right. That's it for me.
Okay. Good first turn.
All right. Hey, you know what? We're gonna try it and see what happens.
Troubleshooter is sick of the commander's shit.
Exactly.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Yes.
So click on top of your screen.
Sorry.
Click the turn marker at the top and right below options.
Right below options. Okay. Sorry, I'm new to this game and new to TTS.
Alright, so we are in turn 2.
Well, you're playing it like a pro.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but, you know.
Zach, how many games of Root have you played at this point?
How many games of Root have I played?
Yes.
77.
Alright. So he's rather familiar with asymmetric war games, and this is not too dissimilar from that.
Yeah.
Medical bot.
Also, we played 1817 together, and that's far more complicated than this.
Alright, let's heal the commander.
Well, so here's what's going to happen. The commander, the medical bot healed the commander, and that has given the medical bot some amount of points. So if somebody is the medical bot, they're going to get a point every time you revive a downed human. That's all the medical bot cares about, is making sure that everyone, reviving people and making sure that people are alive at Stationfall.
Got it.
So the medical bot just got a point. That may be a player, that may not. We don't know yet.
And the command goes back.
It does, because the cameras are on. So the commander's like, wait, what happened?
Okay.
I had this splitting headache all of a sudden. Troubleshooter, did you know what happened?
Not one clue. Is there something that brings back the medical bot?
Robots, when robots are downed, they can be repaired. They can be repaired by somebody with jury rig, and the engineer and the troubleshooter both have jury rig. Otherwise, they need to be repaired in the machine shop.
Okay, and I imagine when they're down, you just pick them up as one of your items and carry them over there?
So you can drag any downed character once during your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so medical bot thinks everything's good here. Let's move over to the kitchen and get a compromise.
Okay. Hmm. I use stowaway.
All right, so the stowaway is a special character. The stowaway doesn't start on the station. As your first action as a stowaway, you choose a dark section for the stowaway to start at.
Interesting.
So they could theoretically start here in the vault and just be locked all game. They could start here in the escape pod and grab 2 compromat. Or whatever else tickles your fancy.
Yes, I go here.
Like escape pod Hail Mary.
I pick up compromat. And I move once.
You also have tunnel rat, right?
Oh, I forgot. So I go here.
Oh, it depends on which direction the stowaway wanted to go.
Yeah, well, this is a night.
Curious that the stowaway suddenly is interested in about going to the bridge.
To make some selfies.
I remain with the stranger. The stranger is uncanny, so I still have 2 actions. Let me see. I will quite simply move to the rear airlocks and pick up the helmet.
All right, so what a helmet does for you is it makes you immune to weapons, so people can't down you with a weapon. They can still down you with a gun, but a gun in this game has to be manufactured by somebody in command. No one right now has a gun. The helmet also protects you against hazards. So there's 3 types of hazards. There is gas hazards, and it's this symbol right here. That's a gas hazard, and the only gas hazard right now is there. Fire hazards, which look like these, and space is a hazard. So if you have a helmet, you can go through gas hazards, fire, and into space.
Interesting. Okay. So I will suborn the cyborg, and that moves my disc over there as well.
If you wanted to activate, you can suborn the test subject and still activate the troubleshooter. It's entirely up to you.
No,
you only get one action if you. Yeah, you only get one action if you activate the troubleshooter. You get 2 if you activate the test subject.
Yeah, I want to do that one.
Another thing to note: if you put your cubes on a character and somebody reveals that's that character, those cubes go to the betrayal box.
They're lost forever.
Well, not necessarily lost forever, because you can get them from the therapy board garden, but they're usually lost forever.
How do you get cubes back? Like, if I, on my turn, just wanted to get them back, how does that happen?
So, if you wanted to renegotiate, that takes up your entire turn. You can renegotiate and take back your activation disc and a cube from a non-escaped character.
So just one cube. You have to skip your whole turn just to get one back.
Correct.
So spend them wisely.
Yes. That's what I'm
used to be able to get them back at all. So, kids today had to play this game in the snow, uphill both ways.
Us kids. Alright, so I'm going to move the test subject down to the chem lab, and then just manufacture a firebomb as my second action. That's a thing?
Correct.
Cool, and I just drag it over to the
and make sure that the firebomb...
Where is here?
The chem lab doesn't have any restrictions, right? As an action, a character may manufacture a firebomb. It's interesting that the firebombs require no authorizations, but the weapons and the guns do.
Yeah, firebombs, you can make a pipe bomb or Molotov cocktail or something. Guns, if you actually want to 3D print it. I'm guessing that by print shop it means 3D printing or something like that. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's it for me.
But you now have access to a firebomb. We're gonna put our items on this side.
Got it. Then it will be. Then I would have to activate that character again, and then it's an action to set it off.
So when you activate a character, you're set for that activation phase, and you do 2 actions with that character. So your first action was to manufacture the firebomb.
No, I moved and then manufactured it.
Okay, so that's 2 actions already.
Yeah. So in the future, I would have to.
If you wanted to throw that firebomb, you could throw it, and when you throw items, you can throw items into any adjacent room. The only restriction is that you see here where it says spinward. If you are in the rings, so these rings are spinning. If you are, if you throw an item, it has to be thrown anti-spinward. If you throw it spinward, it's just going to hit you right back in the face.
Got it.
So
I love it.
that is the only restriction. That, and you can't throw through vents. These brown dashed lines, these are vents. You cannot throw through vents.
Okay. Hold on just 1 second.
And we move
right.
the turns.
Yep.
And this one.
Yep. I put the orbital bit there.
False alarm, we're back. Alright. Let's see.
Huh. Everybody's favorite.
So close. The most important room.
Yeah.
He's gonna manufacture some evidence here.
What is the evidence? What evidence? Evidence of what?
Evidence of what?
So let's not put the evidence there, because the evidence is data. It's not an item. I guess we can put it up top.
Yep. Top seems a good place for evidence.
So I activate inspector. I move here. I pick compromat for free, right?
From an adjacent room, yes.
I don't know that you pick it up for free from an adjacent room. I think it's something can uncover. Right now it says uncover because we're still using the old uncover rule. So I need to ask. I'm going to ask Matt But I'm going to say that you cannot do that. You can't pick up for free from an adjacent room. I feel like
think
that
it
is.
Vector ability is not very useful because it doesn't save any actions.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, let's allow it. But I need to
Yeah.
talk to Matt about it.
Yeah, but I
Inspector
think it
in
should be worked
three
this way
pickup.
because it make pick the compromat better, but and I move here.
Okay, I'm again using the stranger, and the stranger is moving to the reactor and sabotaging it.
Well, so this is what just happened. The stranger had a weapon, and the stranger used that weapon to whack the reactor. And because the engineers in the game, the reactor actually is a antimatter, like a fusion or fission nuclear reactor or whatever, and the reactor just bursts apart, and radioactive gas is spewed. Where is the hazard? Okay, so let me. I don't know why we don't have more of these gas hazard
Yeah,
things.
they are on the fires.
Oh, they're on the other side of fire. Oh well. So
And the Samuel is
So,
suspect.
right. So by doing
Damn
that,
it, that's true.
the gas spews to every adjacent room. So there is now gas in the reactor. There's gas in the rear airlocks, and there's gas in the rear hub. And because the troubleshooter and the commander both were in here without a helmet, when that radioactive gas hit them, they were downed. So that is number one. That is a homicidal act that the stranger has committed. So they are now a suspect because they did it in broad light with the cameras on, and it also means that these people are now very dead.
So this is something, just to be clear, which I could not have done, right, if I hadn't picked up that helmet.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You cannot suicide yourself in this game, except for very specific circumstances that are called the telepathic rat.
Can you suicide other people?
No, you cannot. A character cannot suicide themselves unless they are mind controlled.
Got it.
The only other exception is the operative. The operative can lay traps, and it's just like the traps in Route for the Corvid, Zach, where you lay them face down, and then somebody walks to it, and they don't know if it's a trap or not. And when you turn it over, if it's a trap, they die. So you could move a character into there, even knowing it's a trap, because the character doesn't know it's a trap. So they aren't willingly suiciding themselves.
Wonderful.
Those are edge cases that I really shouldn't even have mentioned because I'm trying to limit the amount of information that I tell you.
No, it's fine. I dig it.
And you are probably done.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
so
because the reactor was damaged, the power status goes down to backup power.
Right.
And that means that now the cameras are off and the jammers are off.
I love it.
And because the jammers are now off, it also means that the stowaway has command because they have the hacker ability, and the where are they? The exile has command because they have the hacker ability.
Interesting. Okay. So if the okay. So is there a way for people to go from downed to just flat out dead, or
No.
is it always okay?
The only time where that is the case is if you are an item. Some characters are items, and you are incinerated in the incinerator. So if you are the alien artifact, or if you are the telepathic rat, you can be incinerated, and then you will not come back.
Got it. Okay. Thinking about what I want to do here. Sorry. Those people have command now. The people that have command still have it. It's just that now the people with hacking ability also have it.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
So the
Yeah, the
camera
camera's
fell
turned
down,
off.
so
Either
it is
yeah.
it is not moving. Command, right?
Yeah, the camera's turned off, so it did not move. But that's a valid question, just to double
That's a
check on.
question
So
of the timing.
yeah,
If the cameras
if
go off
you
first, that I think.
if you yeah, so if you damage reactor, which kills commander and turns cameras off, does command still move?
I'm going to suborn counselor. Oh no, they can't just walk in. So I can't suborn the counselor and have them walk into the noxious gas.
Nope.
Correct.
No.
Got it.
Self-preservation is still a thing.
It is. That it is.
And the gas can be removed.
Yeah, so there is the hazard suppression here. You can do a system action to turn a fire into gas and a gas into everything's okay again. You do a system action from any room with this symbol, the blue computer on it, which are these two rooms. Also, anyone with command can do a system action from anywhere on the station.
Okay, I think. Okay. I will suborn. So I put 2 over here on the inspector. I can move my disc over there because now I have more.
Well, you can also suborn if you have an equal number.
Oh, that's right. Let's do
But
that.
you get
I
only
mean, if you
one
want to
action
control the
with
inspector, you want to have the majority.
Oh yeah, but it already has the discs there, so it can't take 2 actions this turn, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do that, and then it moves my disc.
Yes.
Okay, and then I want to use their action to manufacture a weapon. So I need to move this over here, and then that comes on that side. Okay, and then that's it because I can only do that one thing.
Yes. You could do a free pickup action, but you're not doing. There's nothing to pick up. There's no free actions that you can do. You could do a bribe, obviously, and bribe another character, but. Zach Romeo.
Should I be checking something, Andy? You said my name.
No, Nav
okay.
was asking how the game was going, and I was
got
letting him know that I was just starting, and I was teaching you how to play the game.
Got it.
Well, okay, I have rules questions now. So if the medical bot revives someone in the gas and they immediately die, does the medical bot still get a point for that?
Yes.
Yes.
You can also drag them somewhere else, of course. And
Yes, because you
revive
are
them.
not
So
So
in.
if you were so inclined, you could activate the medical bot and revive a character, and then they die again, and revive him again, and then they die again. 100% a thing you can do.
So then somebody really should come and destroy the medical bot if you start doing stuff like that. You just can't have the risk of anybody winning that way.
So I might be the medical bot, but
Yeah.
okay. Here's another thing that hasn't come up. I guess I'll do it just to show example. So I'll activate the medical bot. They get a free movement into here, and the robot,
Correct.
they don't care about the gas. Okay, so I want to drag the troubleshooter out here, so that's one action. I can move back here. Can I drag a second body? Because
No, so we actually this has been cleared up with Matt. The medical bot can only do one free movement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's too bad. I like the idea.
that was- Well, and Matt and I discussed it, and though we do like the idea, it's super overpowered. Like you can
Yes.
just be doing. It's already. I mean, it's already kind of silly that you can do the revive and die and revive and die. The being able to go back and forth multiple times is a problem.
Yep.
Making a monorail out of dead people.
Yeah,
but
maybe-
hypothetically, I was wondering, like, can you drag one person one space and then drag a second body the second space?
No, you
Because-
can drag only once.
Because it says drag a down character one section total. It doesn't mean one body can be dragged one space or the character can drag a body one space. It's like it can be read either way.
Yeah.
But
Good question.
since I can't do it this turn.
I'm not sure that I understand the question.
Okay, so let's say it's like this, and I had two actions with the medical bot. I drag the commander one space, and then I
Right.
drag the troubleshooter.
You can't drag a character more than once.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
dragging
but
her only once.
Different characters.
Yeah, it could be.
You can't drag. You can't do the drag action more than once on your turn.
Okay, yeah. So that.
It basically tires you out to drag something, and you can't. You don't have the energy to drag anything else further.
So you got to choose who to drag, I suppose.
Well, we can get a free pickup of the troubleshooter's wrench.
True. Of course, if you are the medical bot, then you can get a weapon that way.
So actually, it doesn't look like. Yeah. So I asked him, and I asked him 2 days ago, and he responded, "As it reads, yes, but possible I can reword this to be just once per turn if it's an issue. Although I kind of like the bot racing past a perfectly valid patient to get to another a little further down the way. So let's play it that you can. It may be incredibly broken. I thought that he had decided that we couldn't, but that was just my brain remembering wrong. So let's play it that you can move always into for free into a space with a dead person, and see just how broken it gets.
Yeah, you can set up a trail of dead people with the medical bot. That's of course the entire
I've
point.
seen it in one game. He went from here to here to here and here.
But I think it's very
because of
funny
the
if you
gas.
manage to do
and with-
something
and
like
funny.
that.
So let's, you know what? Let's say that it is an issue. Then let's play it that you can only do one free movement.
Right.
Yeah, I
I
kind of
wanted
like
to do is drag both bodies, but since I can't, I'll just revive Commander here. And we'll do that next. Medical bot gets another point.
medical bot gets annoying.
Somebody should kill that medical bot if they find it to be particularly annoying.
Stowaway, I thought as much. I wonder what he's gonna do.
I go to
I
break.
see a lot of people with weapons.
And let's choose something interesting.
This commander keeps coming back from the dead. They're like, what happened now? I keep getting these blackouts. I have this huge gash in my head. I'm like covered in radiation burns. I don't know what's going on.
I trigger abandon chip. So the
So
lock,
stowaway has triggered abandoned ship.
so the locks are
So all the
removed,
locks go away,
and I release Project X.
and Project X has been released.
But is that possible? Because you have one action move and one
No,
action.
that's together.
Yeah.
Trigger abandonship and release Project X.
It's bypass.
Oh, okay. Okay, you did. Bypass
Wait,
is.
is this just the one card? I guess it is just one card. I thought I put the entire deck here. I guess.
No,
Peter-
I move them away.
Okay. So then the death ray.
Yay!
So the death ray is can be used to blow up an escaped pod.
But
So if somebody escapes into the mesosphere, you can use the death ray to blow up somebody that has escaped.
But need reactor to be functioning.
Yes, obviously the reactor is not functioning, so there's no energy for the death ray to launch, to do its thing.
It doesn't do anything.
Not right now, not until the reactor is repaired.
Okay. I was gonna say it's overpowered until I realized it's off right now.
Is there any way the game ends
I had a
before-
game where I had like I met all of my conditions like turn 5, and I was sitting pretty, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get like 11 points, and it's gonna be amazing. The only thing that can hurt me is if the death ray is Project X. And sure enough, it was, and sure enough, they made sure that I did not survive, and I ended up with like -1 point or something. This game.
Is there a way the game ends before we hit the turn
Yes.
marker? Okay.
So if self-destruct is triggered by the stowaway, for example, then you're going to arm the antimatter, and 5 turns from that turn, if the antimatter is still on the station, the game is over.
Got it.
And everyone on board the station dies.
Got it.
Okay. So it's my turn. So we go to the next turn.
Okay.
Oh
If I
no.
want to,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
I didn't do my turn. Sorry.
okay, how can I undo it?
Yeah, no
Don't worry
problem.
about
I will just do my turn. Well, we can just shift through it. If you end turn, we all end turn.
Okay, got it.
I accidentally clicked on end turn. So Peter, if you, thanks.
And they can move it directly to.
I think the stowaway hasn't done enough yet. So I'm also activating the stowaway. And I'm also activating self-destruct.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
I pick up a compromise.
So that means that a time disk is placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of Yellow's turn, if the armed antimatter is still on board the station, the game is over.
Great.
Yes, and I forgot to pick up the compromat on this bridge. Can I?
It's
pick it?
okay, Peter. You're new.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the end of my my turn.
Okay.
Peter's played
So-
this game, probably close to 30 times by now.
So let's say I wanted to take 2 actions with the cyborg. I already have my cube on it. To put my disc back over there, do I have to move another cube over there, or is it a conspirator so I can just move my disc back?
As long as you have tied for the most cubes, they are your conspirator.
All right, great. And since there isn't a disc there at the start of this turn, if I do that now, I get 2 actions?
Yeah, the cyborg gets
With
2
the-
actions
with the-
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You get 2 actions
They're-
now, and if you use him next turn, you can.
Got
have
it.
2
Because they are
actions.
uncanny.
Oh, okay. Got it. So I want to do 1 action to move them over this way, and my second action I want to throw the firebomb down into where the captain and the medbot are.
Okay, so you do that, and I believe that the firebomb can be instead of placing a fire here, place gas, damage the section down on characters in. Yeah, I thought that there might be a timer on that, but or there could be, but I guess you just throw it into here,
Mhm.
and it kind of rolls in there, and both the commander and the medbot are looking at each other, looking down at the firebomb, looking at each other, and boom, they are now both dead.
Again, the commander goes, "What happened?"
I think the medbot is not dead. I think only commander dies.
That's it for me.
You are correct. The medbot actually survives the hazard.
The medbot is really happy. A new body, the same body.
Whoops! Thought that would have destroyed both of them. Oh well.
It put you create like this, this huge flame, and then you think that they're both dead, and then from the flames walks out this medbot, charred but not dead.
Mm-hmm. Will the fire spread immediately, or does it?
So
spread?
the fire spreads in gravity environments, and because this is 0G, it is not a gravity environment, so it does not spread.
Got it.
And to you, and the bomb is.
So squares are 0G, circles are not. Essentially, the rings have artificial gravity created by the spinning ring, and anything that is not the spinning ring does not have artificial gravity.
Got it.
Alright, so we gotta pull them up even further to the tanks.
Z
Move
the turns.
Right.
May I, Zach? Do you still want to do that, knowing that the medical bot doesn't get killed? I'm okay with you taking that back if you want to do something else.
I already did it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'd be happy to give the medbot player more points.
So who could? Because getting rid of the fire is a system action, right?
Correct.
Replace fire with gas hazard. So who can?
So
do
the monkey, the monkey can do it. Yeah, the monkey can do it. The monkey could do it. The exile could do it. And
yeah, because the monkey is over there. Yeah.
And the inspector could move one to do it as well. So lots of people can extinguish that flame if they were so inclined.
Yeah. Blocking a lot of people right now. People without helmets.
Yeah, there's a lot of hazards right in the middle of the station. Boy, it sure would be a shame if the station goes into blackout and then you can't do system actions at all.
Oh yeah, and the Daredevil can run through fire and gas, no problem.
Yep, in fact, they move faster through fire and gas because it's a free action.
Interesting.
So
their adrenaline starts pumping.
Yes, okay.
Which is weird. Like, if they're a stunt person, you'd think that that would be normal for them. So it'd normally add adrenaline to normal people.
Let me see. Stranger there.
these secondary command tokens are nice.
Yeah, Peter, as you can tell, I've been trying to work on the usability to see how well they work so that we can actually, because we're doing the new card art now and I want to see, what works. And yeah, I agree that extra command tokens is good. I also want to
But
do a
I
thing
think
for
they
system
should
actions.
be in different color or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely. I
we
agree.
know which token
Who
is
the actual commander is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can do the monkey thing. I don't know. I hate being so helpful with the monkey. But
You can also do it with exile.
Yeah, I guess the exile could do it too.
Andy, what determines the number of characters are in the game?
Player count.
Okay.
Ooh, there is a thing that I wanted to try, but I guess it wouldn't matter for this game. So I am currently trying to figure out solutions to the red shirt problem. Samuel, I mentioned in the team game getting an extra bonus character, and I think that one of the things that me and Yoon were talking about is number one, having more generic points. So if you get screwed over with your character, you have more ways to score points that anyone can do, like more universal points, essentially, like stuff like the bribe.
And for universal points.
Yeah, Fletcher is fine, but Fletcher only works for the billionaire.
Yeah, I know.
But just
part
different
of the
things.
discussion a couple of days ago.
The other was shortening the game. I feel like the game could be shortened by a couple turns, and that's less time that people spend just sitting around doing nothing. And Matt isn't against I'm surprised he's not against the idea as much as I thought he would be, but he thinks that it should be player count dependent. So the number of turns is determined by the number of players, like maybe like the number of players times 2 or something, and that's how many turns there are. It doesn't matter much in this game because it's going to be artificially shortened. It looks like, unless somebody cares about flushing that antimatter. But yeah, that's something that I need to test probably tomorrow if we have new players. Well, even if we don't have new players, I want to test it out. If we have all experienced players, I definitely want to try the alien spores. More of the legal bot, more of the advanced characters.
Yes.
And I'll probably start making like advanced games and new player games as soon as I build up a good enough amount of people that I can do that.
I never thought of it as too long, actually, in terms of turns, but it's true that you sometimes have turns where you just don't do much.
Matt told me the story of how he decided on the number of turns. He picked a random number and never felt the need to change it.
I think
He's
that's
like,
a very
let's try-
good method, actually.
let's try this number of turns. And yeah, at one point there were multiple of these maybe not turns, and it was my first 3 playtests where I kept getting screwed over in the last maybe not turn. So Matt removed it, but I don't believe that the actual number of turns has changed since he first developed the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do believe that their pacing could be fixed, shortened a little bit. And in my never tested basic game, it was going to be 9 turns.
Okay, I see
yellow alert.
hazards have been removed.
Yep, so I removed 2 guests here.
Use Chimpy.
So, Astro Chimp is special in that
Yes, the
only
Astro
one
Chimp-
person can have cubes on there.
Correct. they are loyal, so you have to put one more cube than the previous person, and only one person can have cubes on the astrochip.
I go
Okay.
to the space. And
Space!
I use my exile compro to turn fire to gas.
Huh. I hadn't expected that. Okay.
And how
I'm going
went
to
your game yesterday?
I'm going to use the stranger again.
We played a 2v2 game, and there were some decent
Stranger is
notes.
going into the rear airlocks and damaging them.
Okay, that means that now that the rear airlocks are damaged, no one can escape or enter through the rear airlocks.
So one more time, how do we kill this damn medbot?
You would need to kill it with a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to kill it with a weapon.
Okay. Right.
So
I will.
Right, who can do that? Oh, the medical bot itself has a weapon.
So if I.
So the
I am tied-
the inspector can not manufacture a weapon because they're not in the chain of command.
I can manufacture a weapon, just not a gun.
You cannot
right?
manufacture a weapon because you're not in the chain of command.
But a
Oh,
helmet,
I thought you couldn't manufacture a gun because I didn't manufacture a weapon with the inspector, so that was my bad.
Yes, but we can stay with them.
I thought you said you can make weapons but not guns.
No. So if you can manufacture a helmet if you're anybody, you can manufacture a weapon if you are in the chain of command. You can manufacture a gun if you are in command.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry. Let me just switch out that weapon for a helmet then, just to make it right.
But otherwise, yeah, you could have used the inspector to walk into the room, and well, you couldn't because they don't have a helmet. So
yeah.
Now they do.
The idea is now that the weapon is being exchanged for the helmet, right?
That's if you guys are all right with that, because that's how I could make that right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm fine either way.
I think this icon
So a couple
can be
things. Yeah.
maybe changed to put the command icon over the gun and the
like
command with the X on it over the weapon.
It's a good point.
Something like that. Yeah, it helps. So, if you want to kill medical bot, one thing I could point out is that there is one weapon in the vicinity of the medical bot.
Okay, let me look at my options here.
And it's the medical bot's own weapon.
Okay, how can you make it? You can make it drop things, or
yes. So you could suborn the medical bot to throw the weapon to the test subject or the inspector,
for instance.
And then they suddenly no longer have a weapon.
Interesting.
And no one has revealed, so all of these characters are still subornable.
Let's do that. So if I put one cube down on Medbot, I can move my disc over there.
Yep.
And then as one action, have them chuck the weapon over to. I'll have them chuck it
alternatively,
over to.
Alternatively,
you can also move.
You can move
and give
then give it to them. Giving is an action.
It's even easier.
I'll do it that way then.
And you want to give it specifically to the inspector, or
because I'm going to give it to the inspector because they have a helmet and could move anywhere now, right?
Okay.
Or now that they're in the same space, it would just make it easier then.
Sure. Well, the medical bot goes into here and says, "Here, have my weapon."
It doesn't need it anymore. So
it's not possible possible that somebody else will now do stuff with the inspector that you're not planning.
Yeah. Let's try. That's true.
You could bribe the inspector and then just
That's true.
tell the inspector to attack the medical bot.
You can actually do that.
If you really want to make sure that it happens.
I'll wait to see what other people do. I'm good. So that was 2 actions done.
Okay. You're making it a chaos factor.
I'm trying.
Yeah, good.
Is there any like idea of when this might come out, Andy or anybody?
The Kickstarter is going to be late April.
Okay.
And we are hoping to sell it at Essen. So that requires that both Essen happens and that all the logistics work out so that we can actually have the game available for sale at Essen.
When's Essen? October?
Usually late October.
Okay. Wow, that's a pretty quick turnaround then.
It seems unlikely. We were also going to have PAX Viking and PAX Renaissance and all of those games available at Essen. And they're just now shipping to customers.
Oh, you mean like at the last Essen? That didn't happen. Got it.
Did you move turn? No.
I clicked on in turn, so
I moved the run marker, yes.
Okay.
Alright, medical bot has made the delivery. Free move. Drag the commander down. Free move. And for the 500th time, you're revived. Commander.
What happens? What happens?
The medical bot is going to get their points just from the commander.
All your skin has been burned off, but you're fine. You're alive.
Nice. I'm born the stranger.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh,
At least I hope.
I'm forgetting. I throw weapon to the
Nope, never mind.
pot. And I move here.
Please pick up.
So, Zach, to activate a escape pod, you need to be an abandoned ship, which we are. And at that point, you can activate a pod one of 2 ways. Either you activate the launch sequence from inside the pod. And at that point, you put a disc of your own color on the pod, and at the end of your next turn, that pod will launch. You can also have somebody launch you immediately, but they have to launch you from an adjacent section, and that section has to be not damaged. So right now, you cannot use a rear airlocks to launch any of these pods, but if this wasn't damaged, you wouldn't be able to do so. Somebody could, go in here and launch this pod. So you could say, okay, I'm going to move into here as an action, and I'm going to bribe this other character to launch me. You could also launch using the bridge. So the stowaway, you could bribe the stowaway to push the launch button, which is essentially just the abandoned ship button again, and that will immediately launch the stranger. So if Peter wanted to, he could bribe the stowaway to launch the stranger right now.
Yeah.
Do you?
So I will go to the spot. It's better for me, and I take this compra. And it's very.
How's the launch button? What ship? What pod does it launch? All of them or one of them?
It launches any pod with a human in it.
Oh, okay.
With a person in it, with a character in it.
Yeah, I killed Matt in one game. I told him to damage his boat, and I launched all of them.
I liked it when you could. So there used to be a command pod here that you can launch from, and this was still the space. This was still the bridge, right? So the bridge basically just had like an escape pod as part of it, and it was really amusing to launch the commander while they were in the command pod, because the commander doesn't want to leave the station. They want to go down with the ship. So
Nah, I'm not gonna do this.
so having the commander go in there and then just launch them was always quite the laugh. Also, there's 2 special pods in this setup. One here. This is the OSHA ship, which belongs to the inspector. This can only be launched if you have jury rig or badge. And then there's a medevac pod. This can be launched even if it's not abandoned ship, but you need to have a dead person in it.
Interesting.
So I used the stowaway, I picked up the compromat and moved down to the tanks.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking. Let's go ahead. Okay. Interesting. Not as good as I would hope it would be. Man, these hazards suck.
Yeah,
You
you
have a
need,
helmet, sure.
If you have a helmet.
So
if you...
here's the thing with a test subject, though. So the test subject is both a robot and a human. It acts as a human in that the hazards do down them. But they also, if they have this conspiracy power, if somebody is the test subject, they can revive themselves. They can self-repair.
One time when they reveal?
No. Once they reveal, they can repair themselves anytime they are down.
Oh. So could they freely move through gas then? Like, could they move into gas, down themselves, and then heal themselves?
Yeah, but once they heal, if they revive themselves, they just down themselves again. So it's not super helpful. Also, you can a test subject can attack somebody with a helmet with a weapon. They're brutal. But you destroy both the weapon and the helmet.
We get the gas away by going to one of those blue computer spaces.
Or activating the exile or the stowaway. They can also do system actions from anywhere. Or the commander. The commander is still alive. I keep forgetting the commander is, constantly, perpetually alive.
Yes. So does the stowaway need to be... They can just do it from wherever?
Yes, anyone with command can do it from wherever.
Okay. I'm going to put one on the stowaway. Move my disc down there. If I could do things correctly. Oh, come on, Zach. Alright, and then I take one action in which I just want to remove the gas from that center chamber.
Done.
Done. Done. Done.
Alright. Antimatter's ticking down. 2 minutes left. Let's see.
How many players does this go up to?
9.
Oh, Boise. Do you face a downtime issue?
We played a 7 or 8 player game in about 2 hours and 20 some minutes with experienced players.
Okay. Also,
And
at
we
that higher
regularly
player...
we regularly play 6 and 7 player games and
Okay.
2-ish hours.
At that high of a player count, do you also experience the issue where, like, it's really hard to strategize or plan out things because
amongst
everything's
new
going to be so
players,
different?
yes. Amongst new players, yes. Amongst experienced players, not as much. So I've played this game a lot at high player counts with experienced players, and it's fine. I've never experienced a problem. However, when I played it with newer players and we played it at higher player counts, there was a lot of complaints that their plans were getting ruined every turn, and that really comes from inexperience, like Cosmic Encounter or any of these games where like it seems random if you don't know what's going on, but once you become more experienced and once you start to parse the board state and see what's possible, you can kind of avoid those pitfalls. So it is my recommendation that new players play 4 player, not more than 4 players. And then when you get more experience, you can play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're also developing a team game. With a team game, that also reduces the chaos. So you can do a 2v2, a 2v2v2, or a 3v3v3. We tried a 3v3, and that was I don't know that anyone really enjoyed that. But you can do a team game, and that allows a higher player count, but lower chaos.
Interesting. What about like 4 2v2s, 8 players total?
Right?
You can do 4v4, I guess, or 4 2v2. Yeah, that's valid as well. I think it should probably only be 2v2. So if it's like you can do 2, 4, 6, 8, and those all follow the same rules.
Okay, so time for big combo turn. I'm revealing as the commander.
Oh,
Gee, I wonder why you were
Very,
so
very
concerned
surprising.
about the commander being alive.
I thought you are the medical.
Well, I mean, you could see that because
If
you
someone
needed
is
the commander to be alive.
very happy.
Which is funny because the commander doesn't gain points for being alive. The commander just gain. I mean, they do. They have to be knocked down at Stationfall, but yeah.
Crap. So I put my marble thing on there, and I have a special ability now. So I can activate NPCs for free when I activate.
I think the marble should go on the spot for the cubes.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Valid.
Okay, so I have a bunch of actions because I'm going to also use a compromat, I think. Let's just see how this works. So I'll get the Aster Chimp to transmit the evidence to the engineer.
Remember, you can only use 1 compromat per turn.
That's okay, because the engineer's in the
What kind of
training
blackmail
command.
do you have on a chimp?
You don't want to
And we're in
know.
the Fort Array, so I use my forceful presence and order the engineer to report the evidence to the authorities.
Wait. Is that... Oh, okay. Right. Take a
All
free
right.
action.
So,
right. Because you're in the chain of command. Right. Yeah.
So the evidence has now been sent to the authorities, and purple and yellow are now guilty.
Oh, man.
I have a suspicion
Guilty.
that one of them is the
Guilty.
engineer and
But
doesn't care.
I afraid I don't care.
We'll see if they clear their names in this game.
They're guilty of their crimes. The evidence proves it.
It's insurmountable.
Unless you send evidence to show that it was a deep fake.
That too.
Surprised that you didn't get the medical bot to revive the troubleshooter.
Well, I'll drag the troubleshooter with one action. Free pickup. Let's take this gun, or not a gun, a wrench.
But you want them alive, right?
Yeah, now I'm making a path for the medical bot.
Oh, right.
Better this way. And I can do a system action. I think we can remove, yeah, let's remove a little bit more gas out of the way from the reactor, just in case we need to repair that.
Okay.
Alright. I could bribe and do more actions, but nah. I haven't found that far.
I realized I cooked some rice a while ago and it's still in the rice cooker.
Okay. Suborn stranger more.
So, it's gonna be funny if somebody reveals as a stranger. But I don't think Peter would actually putting it out there unless he was the stranger.
I activate the Astral Chimp. I move twice.
Wait. Not possible? Alright.
And I bribe Chimpy to press the button.
Okay. Now I'm also going to put 2 cubes on the stranger. Oh. And put my disc there. Stranger is going to go first here, then there, and now I'm using the Stranger Compromat to move to the rear hub. Sorry, that's the troubleshooter. Oh, I'll drag the troubleshooter. That's good.
I will shift. Where's my disk? I'm gonna use the cyborg again. Move to Chem Lab and produce firebomb. Done.
You might as well reveal as the cyborg.
Oh, so turn 7, 1 minute away from antimatter explosion.
And the commander should help humans to survive.
Right. But half of them don't want to survive, they just want to burn. Let's see. Someone should get in that pod with the monkey.
What does a bribe do again?
A bribe is wild compromat. You can use it to make any NPC do a free action, and you can give it to a PC, and they can choose whether to accept it or not. If they accept it, that's a point for them at the end of the game. A bribe is worth a point to whoever has it at the end of the game.
Got it.
Well, I'd love to get the troubleshooter out of here, but the stranger ruined it.
Whoa.
Got
I
disconnected.
got disconnect.
Yeah, I got disconnected as well, and I was hosting, so I guess that's a problem on my end. But I will reload it and click the autosave. So you all can get in now.
Trying.
Okay, I got back in.
So the turn is here, and I guess you all need to figure out, where the autosave saved.
So does this test subject have a firebomb? They don't have a firebomb.
Stranger is still.
Yes, they should. That was what I did on my last turn.
The stranger.
No, my turn is not done.
So
Haze just revealed as the commander.
right. It didn't do all that stuff.
It's during your turn, so I think that's it. So commander goes there, picks up weapon. That was your turn.
So, right, the evidence is at the authorities. We have 2 guilty. Okay.
Yes.
There.
Suborn, the stranger. And
Yeah, exactly.
I bribed.
And you bribed it? Yeah.
So the stranger moved out here.
Dragging the troubleshooter, which costs me the compromat for the stranger.
Cyborg is here with the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So the monkey just moved here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, and the timer was down here.
And put turns back on.
They should be on.
They're not. Right.
And oh yeah, and this gas was gone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we could repair the reactor and shoot the death ray.
Well,
Very typical for the commander.
exactly. I think only the troubleshooter can do that, right? Or is there other people? Oh no, jury rig.
Anyone with your rig. So it's going to be the engineer or the
troubleshooter.
troubleshooter.
Yeah. But the engineer is too far away.
So I'm worried about the antimatter. Last game it became a game of football, throwing it into space and throwing it back in. scavengers here with nanomeds. Okay, I'll just activate Medbot. Drag the troubleshooter here and then revive.
Boy, just you wait until Zach reveals as a Medbot.
Just you wait.
I would love that.
Matt did that to me at least once, where I was like, there's no way you can be the Medbot. The Medbot hasn't been activated the entire game, so we're using the Medbot knowing no one's going to get those points, and sure enough, he was the Medbot.
Oh,
Stupid Matt.
Chimp's about to launch. Is someone gonna get in the pod with him in time? Probably not.
probably not.
Well, troubleshooter could make it. If you're the troubleshooter, that's a lot of points.
Yes, but probably no.
It's 2 points for me if he lives, but and if he's an NPC.
Mm. I activate danger. I move twice. And the chimpy flies away.
Um, oh, this was on the stranger, I think. It's fine. Um,
Y'all are doing an excellent job of making sure I fall asleep.
Yeah. Difficult.
That's because you're not playing.
Yeah, difficult puzzle.
Lucky I'm not Matt. Matt would be like, Matt
Okay.
gets very annoyed. That's why he doesn't like tabletop games. He gets very annoyed when games take too long or turns take too long. Which is why he mostly gets annoyed with me. He's actually like messaged me in the past, like, or even just scold me in person and be like, "Take your turn already."
This is not possible.
I don't
actually.
care. I don't care so much. I'm not like chastising anybody. I'm saying that Matt would.
I forgot that this is not possible. Okay, I think I'll take troubleshooter anyway. Put 1 cube there. Troubleshooter is going to repair. And move to the rear hub.
Okay, so this is my last turn.
Your last
before-
turn. The last turn is now
Probably.
starting for everybody.
Unless the antimatter is ejected.
Yep.
Or burned.
Okay, so I will activate the cyborg again. I will move 2 spaces to here, and then I would like
No,
to
you
spend my
cannot.
bribe.
You cannot move to the vents.
You can't.
Only
Oh.
tunnel rats can move through the vents. So the stowaway,
well,
the
well, that
troubleshooter.
just sucks then, doesn't it? Reaction. Oh,
Troubleshooter and the stowaway can both move through vents.
Well, that sucks.
You can throw the bomb if you want the fire.
Also, the monkey can move through vents. So there's 3 characters. that can move.
I would like to throw the firebomb at the fuel cells, but I don't think there's a way I'm going to be able to do that.
You can throw it from your position to here, and there will be fire.
I want to throw it at the fuel cells, though.
He wants extra
That
boost.
doesn't look like a possibility.
Yeah, that's what I was.
He also
I was
wants.
thinking I
He
could
wants.
do-
Yeah,
1, 2,
he wants
3,
the station
4.
to go into blackout.
Yeah, if you have the cyborg compromat and a bribe, then it might be might work.
Yeah, but I don't. So what are my options here? I could do this, that, I could do that. No, that's nothing. That is a whole heap of nothing.
I think you want that fire.
That's right, the reactor's on, so we're at normal power.
Yep, true.
So jammers and cameras are on. And that means they don't have command right now.
Okay, so if
it is true that
So
the
I
cameras
want that.
turn on. I think not.
Do they? Do they automatically turn on when you go back to power?
That's a good question. Andy, do you know?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask.
So
Do cameras, jammers.
So the wording here suggests
on
that they will still be off,
door power.
that you have to turn them on.
Where is that?
No, it's just because I'm looking at what backup power is doing. It says explicitly that they cannot be turned on. So in normal power, The difference is that they can be turned on, so I guess they should be turned on. I mean, it's a bit of an indirect thinking, but
I think
Well, I want
I think
those
they stay off.
I think so. Yeah.
If I wanted to go back to backup power, I have to throw the firebomb back at the forward hub. Or how do I get that to happen again?
If you want to damage if you want the station to go to backup power, you need to damage the reactor, the mainframe, or the power cells.
Okay, got it.
Anything with a lightning bolt.
No, Inspector can damage mainframe.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that then. I want to activate Inspector. Move my disk back over there. And then I can just move them to the mainframe, and then since they have a weapon, damage it.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely
Do
possible.
that. Do that.
So if you still want to start a fire this turn, because it might well be your last chance,
Yeah.
you can use your bribe for that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'll spend my bribe on the cyborg to have them just set fire to whatever is next to me. Right? So looks like that space, the biolab.
Yep.
No.
Okay. No.
Here.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can also only go anti-spin worked.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sure, let's set fire to whatever that thing is.
Yeah, exactly. Fire is fire.
Whatever. So it's this thing right there. Beautiful.
And
So if
and
you
the bomb
damage the
is
section,
removed.
what you did, the section is if the damaged section, the fire suppression system may place a time disk in a non-hub yellow ring section. When it is removed, you place gas there. So damage until the section is repaired. The fire suppression system action may place the time disk in a non-hub yellow section. In a non-hub yellow ring section, when it is removed, place gas there. Doesn't make sense. What happens?
And the fire is not damaging sections.
Fire is damaging. Fire does damage a section. That is a thing now.
So it should be here.
So if damaged until the section is I don't
Why here?
or
What? From the fire before.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
okay.
I guess this
So
was-
if damaged until the section is repaired, the fire suppression system action may place. Oh, okay. So from now on, when you do the fire suppression action, that would put a time disk on a non-hub yellow section, and on the next turn, that becomes a gas.
Oh, right.
Yes, it was very powerful before the time disk.
It was faster. Just kill everyone with gas.
In one game I killed 3 people in one turn.
Oh, so these should have been gas hazards by now.
No,
Oh, really?
No, it just happened.
The fire suppression.
No.
If you use
Once-
fire
once
suppression
this is-
now, you can
Yes.
put gas with time disk.
Oh, okay. If you use it now,
Yes.
It's probably
Because
too
you
late.
damage
it was
forward
used
life
already once, right?
Samuel, forward life support just got damaged. This only
Yeah, sure.
happens when forward life support gets damaged.
Sure, but I mean, it was also there was a fire at the forward hub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was fire there.
Okay.
That was
That
suppressed.
doesn't mean anything.
The forward hub doesn't even do anything anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's damaged. I don't know.
It's literally
This is
only this
special.
section right here. When this section gets damaged, this happens.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Now I get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sorry.
Doesn't the
Yep.
fire spread next turn, or the fire
Yeah,
spreads?
Yes.
there should be the disk.
if the game goes on another turn.
Right. I get it.
So, can we get rid of the antimatter without it coming back? Maybe. He has a bribe, so he could just move. It's possible to throw it out, but someone can just go back out and pick it back and bring it back in with a bribe. Well, I can try it. Peter, do you want to stop the antimatter, or are you okay with it just blowing up?
I cannot do anything because I have no cubes and no bribes.
Well, you have the stranger. We just need to get the stranger not to go out there. I think we can stop it.
Yes. If you do at least one
Maybe.
move, I can throw it away.
Because I can throw it out. But we need... If anyone is close to EVA, they just go out there and pick it back up. That's the problem.
Who would throw it out? Medic bot?
Yeah, MedicBot can... I can do that with MedicBot.
And a bribe.
Stranger could go out there. 1-2, bribed, go back into the OSHA ship, and then it blows up the station.
I think you cannot do it medical, it has only one action.
That's the problem.
Oh.
So it would be medical and bribe.
Oh yes, it's free pickup. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Daredevil could go 1, 2, 3.
Of course, medical plus bribe does not solve the problem because, well, yeah, no, it doesn't. Because Peter cannot do anything with medical, and then I'm free to use medical to throw the thing back in. So medical doesn't stop it.
And I can use only the stranger.
Yep,
And
Stranger
someone
isn't
also
good.
can use stranger, so I am afraid it will not work.
The stranger moves away.
I'm just constantly amused at how much like Matt would hate this what's going on right now. Like he would be annoyed that there's a bunch of table talk happening. He would be annoyed that people are taking long turns. He would be annoyed that like it would just I'm amused, but he would just be like really chastising everybody right now.
There is a very
I would love to be the reason for him to
disappointed
drop
that
this
the
game.
station is not exploding.
You can try it. So I'll activate Medbot, use Compromat to pick it up and throw it out for free, and then bribe the Medbot to get away from the.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's who cares about points at this time.
For Zach, who doesn't know, Matt actually wanted the team game to have 0 tabletop.
Ah, the J.C. Lawrence rule.
Okay, I use stranger to move to the pot. I put the timer. I pick one compro. Something interesting? No. Let's see.
Well, I'm definitely
Well,
going
it sure
to
would be.
reveal
It
the
sure.
engineer,
It sure.
as you all expected.
It
so
sure would
that's
be fun. It sure would be fun if somebody got this cargo claw and picked up this artifact, this antimatter, and used it.
Yeah, but nobody is close enough to the cargo claw.
And you need a jury rig to do it.
That's the problem.
I'm saying it would be fun.
It would be fun.
Stowaway's close. The stowaway is close to the cargo claw, by the way.
Absolutely, but they don't have jury rig.
They have command though. They should still be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm right now. I agree.
Yeah, that was very obvious that
Why?
you are probably engineer. And Zach is the cyborg.
Yeah, if
I'm
anyone has
Medbot.
the antimatter, they are obviously engineer.
I think
Yeah,
that's two that
something-
attacks on the beginning.
There is something a little bit rote about it. So I'm picking up the compromat with the stranger, moving the stranger. So let's see. Is this EVA? Is it functional or not?
It's damaged.
Right. Okay. This because the section is damaged. That's why the EVA doesn't work. Right.
Yep, no EVA or pub lunch.
Yeah, I can't get that antimatter going again. So, but that's okay. What I'll do instead is.
And did you use your reveal power?
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's nice. On review, place a damage marker with a time. Okay, so there's that. Can now sabotage as though I have a gun. I'm not going to use the stranger. I am going to
You've been a
use...
terrible engineer.
Well, you picked up the compromat, so I think you did use the engineer. Or
What kind of engineer are you?
Oh, yeah, I did use the stranger. Yeah, you're correct. And since I've seen it, I cannot take back that move. So, but that's okay.
I'm very surprised that an engineer is a PC.
But what? You're
I'm
very,
very surprised that the engineer is a PC. Yeah, it's not like they haven't really been doing much to, and they haven't been playing much like the engineer this game. Like I thought the engineer was nobody. But, number one, they've only been here the whole time, and they haven't revealed to damage sections or
Sure.
do that. I mean, you saw how I played the engineer last game.
Yeah, absolutely. But
and
there were enough other people who could damage sections, especially the stranger. I kind of think that the stranger is going there. I like this. I'm bribing the stranger to go EVA.
No.
Are they doing a free pickup?
It doesn't matter.
Not that it matters much.
Okay.
Yeah, the stranger is going, hey, what is this shiny object? Okay, now you know, stranger.
Okay, so that is the antimatter blows up.
Yep.
Yes.
And it damages every pod.
No, it damages every section with EVA access.
And every pod, I'm pretty sure. I can double check.
We need rules for the antimatter on the board.
I
We have
think
to look it
not.
up every game.
I think there should be rules somewhere on some tablet hidden.
Okay. I get it. A lot of rules already. So antimatter... if antimatter is EVA, annihilate all characters, items, and data in EVA and remove them from the game.
It's not the same as is down.
No, it means they've vaporized.
Yeah, they're permanently gone. Yeah.
Also damage all sections with airlocks and play on. So yeah, it doesn't damage the escape pods. I thought it did. I think it should, but no, I guess not. I'm going to mention that it should.
So now that they are annihilated, I guess we cannot renegotiate these cubes.
Yes.
Ah.
And we damage real life support.
Well, I was hoping that I could go eat.
It is not happening.
Well, I saw a way to put the antimatter back on board, but won't reveal it now.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to do it.
You won't reveal it now? I mean, it's too late anyway, so I'm kind of...
Daredevil has 2 actions, right? 1, 2, free movement into EVA, bribe back on board.
Oh, right, because they have... wait, but they don't have tunnel red.
Well, they just go 1, 2.
Right. And then you go EVA, is that a free action for the Daredevil?
Yeah,
The Daredevil can free move into a hazard.
But EVA is not a hazard, right? Or is it?
EVA is a hazard.
Oh, it is a hazard.
Space is absolutely a hazard.
Yeah.
If you need a helmet to be in the section, it is a hazard.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So That's
There
you
should
learn
be,
something every day.
there should be engineer education that the space is hazard.
True. Yeah, it even says so. Decompression hazard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do that next.
Um,
All right, since we're only about halfway through, I'm actually gonna make myself some food. Peter's recording, so if there's anything I miss, I can just go back through it.
Yep.
Okay. I want to activate
It
the.
looks like the quick game, and it is not.
Nope.
Reactor. And I'm gonna move 1, 2. I'm done. Make sure that's all legal. Am I good? That was the end of my turn. So does this fire spread?
Yep.
Yes.
Spreads to the chem lab.
Yes. And it kills the cyborg.
Kills the test subject goes down, which doesn't matter too much for the test subject.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is still the time disk on the fire, on
This
both fires. But
Well, this one can't
oh,
spread
it
anymore.
doesn't matter right now. Oh, it does, maybe.
Okay.
Did you
Haze.
move? Did you move turn?
Yep.
Yep.
Come on, we need to evacuate, but all the pods are launching.
Yeah, and my pot launch is empty.
Was that last turn or this turn?
It was in my turn.
I think you did that last turn. I don't think
No,
you
it's correct. This is right. This is right.
Yeah, it should happen on the end of my previous turn.
I don't. No,
No,
moved
it's not.
there.
No, because you were still. It was during my turn that I moved the stranger out of there.
Yeah, it's one more turn.
Free pickup. So you do have that.
Okay.
It's
One
about to
turn.
launch, but
Yeah.
Characters have trouble getting to the pods.
So what's your turn?
Yeah, what to do? I think I know what the engineer's about to do.
Well, Maybe not. It's true that the more familiar you become with the game, it starts slowing down a bit.
Yeah.
Because you start strategizing more.
You use the death ray to destroy something. We could kill the Astro Chimp.
Absolutely, but I don't care about the Astro Chimp.
Okay.
I mean, I could do it just because.
Kill the troubleshooter again. Sure, activate the troubleshooter. Okay, go down to the airlocks. We need to fix this stuff.
I activate inspector. I move to the engineer. I use my compro.
What? You still have combo?
And I damage the forward array.
Oh, that's nice. So, one cube on the inspector. To give that weapon to the engineer.
You can kill engineer. You are guilty always. Already.
No, you can't. You cannot kill the engineer.
Anyway.
I just had made sure that the...
I can't kill it, I just took the weapon.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this thing is now destroyed.
This entire ring is going to be burnt.
So we can't make new weapons because that station's broken, right? So it has to be repaired before we do that. And we repair with the troubleshooter?
Yes.
Or engineer.
Engineer. But I can't use the engineer because it's somebody's character.
Yep.
And there's also two weapons on the board.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. I keep forgetting about those.
Now this launched.
Okay. I will put a cube on the stowaway with this down there with them. And they will go.
And they will remove the fires.
Here. Free pickup. That goes on this side.
Yes.
And move back.
Yes.
Okay, done.
Okay, so fire spreads again.
Yes.
We have more fire discs. Okay. It's gonna go all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Turn goes down. So mainframe's damaged now. We're back in backup power.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember when that damaged, but shouldn't change anything. I'll activate the commander. So I get a free action with someone. So troubleshooter can go into the OSHA ship for the free action. Commander will go here and get the dive suit. Let's see if we can give it to someone. Who has a helmet?
Helmet on the top. Or
Maybe it won't be very useful.
oh, I will renegotiate on stowaway. So I have 1 cube.
The inspector is going to give the helmet to the engineer.
Mm. Mm. Man, stuff was just so far away from where I want it to be. I'm just gonna activate the stowaway. Move there.
Time goes down. So we have another fire. Well, there's no helmets left except that and that. Okay, maybe the dive suit's useless then. Go there.
Okay, I activate the inspector. And steal weapon and helmet from the engineer.
Oh, right, yeah. May jack items as though has gone.
Can you do it twice?
Yes.
Well, that's not possible. They can
Oh.
only do it once.
Okay, so I check. Only weapon.
Okay.
And I use my stowaway compro. And I throw a weapon to the fire.
Okay. Again, the inspector gives the weapon to the engineer. The engineer now uses the compromat. Sorry, this is it. To kill the inspector. Should have done that.
Yes. You have it. No, you have it. I insist.
Well, this is just not looking good.
I'm not 100% happy though.
Hmm.
Maybe the med pod can drag it to the medevac pod.
So the Daredevil could take a free action to move into a hazard?
Yep.
So if I place that there, move my disc up, then the Daredevil can go 1, 2, free action to move over here.
Mhm.
And then
Sure.
also free pickup.
Yep, sure.
Oh, done.
Fire spreading to the incinerator.
It seems
Such
apt.
ironic. Very ironic.
We're going to get the whole station on fire. Time moves down. I think we didn't do that yet. Okay, troubleshooter. Repair the ship and then set the timer. We're getting out of here.
I renegociate on inspector.
The engineer is going to repair the forward array.
Everyone remembers that there's a death ray that can be
Sure. Don't worry. What else can I do? I'll use the troubleshooter compromat. And move him out there.
Okay. Hmm.
I guess I could have used the death ray with the engineer to just because I had one action left. Yeah, I should just do that. So these are also. How do we do this?
You use the death ray on the chimp?
Yep.
The chimp is
Because I
dead.
have one action left.
Done.
Destroy the pods, so
Yeah.
okay.
Annihilated.
It's also annihilated.
And that damages the reactor again.
Okay.
And we are on the blackout.
Wait, did it damages the reactor? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Does the reactor leak
Sorry,
gas
yeah, I
again
forgot.
because it's already leaked it once?
I forgot. No, it's okay. I'm not doing it. This saves the death. This saves the chimp. So I'm just using the wait action for the second one. So this is it.
I wanted to watch
Okay.
that chimp blow up
I
in a
moved,
death ray
so-
explosion. So bad.
Okay, so what did you do?
I just moved the Daredevil into the central, or whatever that place is, the forward hub.
Okay, so we got another fire in the mainframe. We almost got the full set.
Yeah,
Okay, so now we are further into blackout.
and we're in turn 1.
No, it was already damaged.
Okay. Then I guess we are in backup power.
Yeah, we've been at backup power for a while.
So the last turn.
So I guess
Probably. Not necessarily.
we get the troubleshooter into the pod. Sorry, Exile, you couldn't make it. Well, let me see. I could control the commander. Can I do system actions?
Instead of you moving the troubleshooter, you mean?
Right, and I can move the troubleshooter for free.
Why can you move the... Oh, but they are not in the same section.
I can do
Oh, no,
anything.
they are in the chain of command. Right, yeah.
So we get 2 actions. Right, so we can set a timer there and release gas for the engineer. I don't think it'll go that long. I should have done this earlier, though. Would have been funny.
Well, you know, they have a helmet, so...
Oh,
so-
right. That doesn't do anything.
I mean, people were so nice to bring the engineer all these helmets and weapons. And
There's nothing I can do with the commander, really.
You can
System
set
action.
gas on the consular.
I don't want to kill the counselor, do I? I can extinguish some fires.
Yes. Must go harder. Go.
Is there? Let me see. Could go to security station and do something, but there's nothing good to do there either.
Well, then renegotiate or something. Oh no, you needed the troubleshooter in.
Yeah, I think the fire suppression is probably the best.
Just do something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like there is no, it doesn't. It's not going to make much of a difference anymore.
Do something, you're a commander. Go. Don't be lazy.
We can grab the
Oh
loot, I
no, the station is going down. Do something.
guess. We have 1 minute left. We can get rid of the.
Sure.
Sure, we'll clean up that room. We can extinguish this fire. So it stops
The
spreading.
entire second level is on fire, but you're concerned.
Almost.
But you're concerned
stop
about
the
the
spread of
gas
the
in the
fire.
magnetic containment.
Okay, so this ship is launching. Let's see if they make it back to Earth.
I'm not giving it much hope.
Well, we just need the medical bot to destroy the reactor. then
I
you can't do it.
do absolutely nothing
Okay,
because
then
I
you
can.
may end your turn.
There's nothing to.
end turn.
Oh, but I can use my compro. And on
On the
Daredevil, and I will throw weapon to the here. Because I have no idea what they want weapon for. But I
Finally, the engineer goes, woo ha 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 ha. And they do use the death ray on the OSHA ship. That ends. Now the reactor needs to be repaired.
All right, so you're in blackout.
and the gas
Yep.
again. And we ran out of
Okay.
Oh,
How many turns are left?
gas again? Okay, so that kills the exile, I think.
and we need more gas.
This is you've done a good job of
We need more gas.
So, okay, production notes, there need to be as many gas counters as there are actually sections on on the station. Just in case.
So how many turns are left? Is it just this one, or
Probably this one.
Probably.
Maybe 1 in 3 chance there is another turn.
okay?
Most likely this is the final turn.
Okay. I don't think there's much I can or want to do.
You can
Very
renegade
good at
it
this
to
game.
get your cube backs,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always
because
always a good
I
idea
think
to
you
get
are
cube
over
back.
your limit.
yeah.
Is that legitimately a good thing to do? Get your cues back from
Yeah.
last turn, or
Right now you have a penalty of 3 cubes, 3 victory
Okay.
points down. So
okay?
that's why you want to renegotiate now.
All right, I'll do that. It doesn't really matter which one I pull back, right? I'll do that.
Well, you know,
And
there might be a last turn.
And your
So
Oh,
you
That's
are,
fine.
in case there is a last turn, you're now giving me the option, for instance, to use the stowaway.
okay.
So
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
not that it's likely to matter that
if
much.
you
but-
put something from the dead character.
The what?
These are dead, so it's probably
Oh, I could
better.
renegotiate from dead people.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Well,
think
it
you could do.
depends. If they are just dead, downed, yes. If they're
Okay.
actually annihilated, no. So the troubleshooter is annihilated, I think.
Well, they're not down; they're killed. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I think it really doesn't matter.
Well,
No, it does matter.
it doesn't. Well, yeah, but it's a technicality, right? You cannot renegotiate with somebody who is actually dead, who's actually not there to renegotiate with. I mean,
You can do it from the test subject; they're not moving anyway, and well,
yeah.
inspect.
Well, it doesn't matter because, of course, he is the test subject, so that cube you will get back anyway.
I have another action to do.
I think I would take it from medical. I think it's not possible from troubleshooter, but doesn't matter.
It's not possible for me to get it back from him.
So because the troubleshooter is actually dead, other
Okay.
than just down.
What about from the inspector?
Sure.
Yeah, he's down, so you can still so to speak talk to
I
him
think
and
you can
renegotiate.
take it from
Let's
the
do that.
dead persons. Have a look.
Medical bot finds a body and revives him. And
Okay.
dies again.
All right, so we do have this last turn.
I do nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I use my last compro to move Consular.
I think you have to activate someone, right? That's a weird technicality. Like, if you don't activate, then you can't use compromat.
No, if I do not, it doesn't matter.
You can choose to wait. Wait is an action. It's not on there, but wait is one of the options.
Wait is when you activate. So he doesn't
Yep.
have any cubes out.
I have no one to activate.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
So
Let me-
now the engineer is going to tell the inspector who has been bringing him weapons and helmets and then has been brutally murdered by the engineer, dear inspector, you're not really part of the conspiracy.
Alright, so now it's my actual real for real Bunzo final turn.
Yeah.
No matter what. Still not much. I think I can
Again,
or want.
it's probably the best
Yeah.
option because
Yep.
it's a victory point. Right, and now it literally doesn't matter from home.
Done. Good. Solid.
Yep. Okay,
It's over.
so we score.
So the reveal.
Right.
Are you the astrochimp?
I wanted to down the medical bot.
I take
Really? The other person seemed to be killing the medical bot.
Yeah, so I was kind of waiting for that to happen, and so I didn't do much work for that.
Oh, you should have picked the
But
medical
then,
bot. It
but
would
then
be great.
things didn't go my way.
Yeah, it's only 1 point, I guess.
Anyway, that's true. Yeah.
So who survived? Just one human survives.
No,
I'm talking to Matt right now. Unless
I don't think a human survives. Which human survives?
One survived.
Oh, but the astrochimp is not a human, right?
Yeah, it
He
is.
is a human. Human icon.
I think are they a human these days?
They're not a robot. They're a human.
Oh,
They're
okay.
humans.
I thought they were animal, so I thought that was a different category.
You have to
So-
find human.
Yeah. Okay.
who
So,
did you think was an animal?
sorry?
Who did you think was an animal?
I thought there was a category animal.
No.
Non-human.
No, there's only, if you look at it, I mean it's right, it's on the card. So anything that if it has the human icon on the card, that means
Okay.
it's human.
No problem. In that case, my point total is 2.
And my points, I was not revealed. I complete my bonus card and I have 1 bribe. So
Right,
it
and then
should
Zach.
be 7.
Yeah.
So 1 BP for each character in the chain of command that is down at Stationfall. Were
Is
there
everybody
anyone?
that's on the ship?
Yes, that's down.
There's the troubleshooter round.
Does them having command, like from it being blackout, count?
No, they're not in the chain of command. It's
Oh,
two
well.
different terms, I think.
Yeah.
Well, there
it's
you go.
Chain of command. It's things in the So is it? So the commander is up, and the counselor is up, and the troubleshooter is down, and the engineer is up. So yeah, you got one of those. So that's 1 point.
Sweet.
Well,
And
engineer's
they were
down.
not.
No, troubleshooter is vaporized.
Yes, that counts as that. So it's 1 VP for each that is a PC. None of them were a PC, so you only got the 1 point. Did
Sweet.
the biosamples escape?
Nope.
Nope, that's 2 points for that. And
Hey.
is at least one section on fire? I think
I
think
several.
so. I think so. So you
Swang
got
with
2 points for that. So you got 5 points from your main condition there. You had the troubleshooter, I believe, as your bonus.
correct.
And the troubleshooter did not survive, so you did not get the points for that. You do still have your bribe.
No, I took that back. I didn't actually have it. I was just resetting my stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I
So
didn't
in
have
which
it.
case you have 5 points.
Hey!
which is a solid second, it looks like.
Sweet. Had no idea what I was doing.
There you go.
Here we are.
All right, so I want to ask some questions and then I'll take feedback.
How many points did Peter have?
7.
7.
You should have killed the chimp.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you should have. I said kill the chimp.
You got 4 points from the chimp.
So Zach, how was the onboarding experience? The rolling start teach and kind of figuring stuff out.